Thursday Talks. Hey! Happy
Hey!
Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's
Yes,
in
happy Valentine's.
Hi
advance.
guys.
Yes, and advance
Yes.
happy Lunar New Year.
Yes. Kong hei fa choi.
Yes, in Chinese.
Friends.
Kung hifa sa. Ganon. Sabi daw. Kung hifa.
Chinese friends. That's it.
Gong si
Yan, di ba? Sa
Ano,
inyo.
Ben? Gongsi? Paksay.
Pachay.
Gong Si Pot Side. Or something like that.
Ewan ko, basta Happy
Hey.
Lunar New Year po sa ating mga kaibigan na nagse-celebrate ng Lunar New Year at sa mga magka-countdown mamaya, no? So, hello, happy New Year to all of you at sana naman po
Yeah.
ay magpatikim kayo ng tikoy dyan.
Correct.
Oo,
Miss ko lang ang tikoy. Miss ko
I
lang yung lasa ng
know.
tikoy.
I know. Mahilig ba kayo sa tikoy? Like, do you...
Oo.
Yes,
Oh. All kinds
Sorry
of
nga,
tikoy.
Love.
Kasi may plain tikoy, tapos parang may dark-looking tikoy, and then
Right,
parang
right.
may...
I take
Diba?
my
May mga different
tikoy
kinds.
seriously.
True.
I haven't
Oh,
tried
definitely,
the
definitely.
Vegetarian.
You should.
Meron ako, meron akong favorite na tikoy. It's not, well, it's called masi eh. Para siyang, alam mo yung, I don't know how it's called in Japanese, yung para siyang tikoy consistency, pero sa loob may peanut something stuff na matamis.
Mochi?
It's mochi in Japanese, pero in Chinese it's masi or something. But it's the same
Wow.
mochi.
Masi,
How
parang
does
masi
it
din yan
taste?
in Bisaya.
But pareho, di ba, Gwenny? It's masi.
Yes,
Di ba,
masi.
ano? Oo, yun yung
Oh, I
favorite.
didn't know that.
It's nice.
How
pero
does
yung
it
tikoy
taste?
na, ano siya eh, parang mochi, pero may peanut na sweet, caramelized thing.
Is it red bean? Kasi kung red bean.
Pwede rin red bean, yes.
Yan.
Explain eh.
So
Pero yung ano niya,
Sarap
di ba
yan.
malambot? Yung parang, I can't even say it, tinapay. What is it?
ano nga ba
Yung
yun?
ganun.
Saan gawa yun?
Sa sobrang lambot.
Oo.
Anyway,
Gawa sa mochi.
Okay.
it looks like a small shop.
Hindi ako makarelate.
Some toys.
Ang hirap ng charades game natin about ano.
Kadids pala tayo.
Really
By the way,
bad.
ang episode po natin ngayong gabi ay pinamagatang
Mochi!
LoveStream.
Yes.
Sorry,
love
ako
it.
nag-joke ka.
Air.
Hey.
That is not just so good.
Nagkataon kasi, di ba, na
Hindi natin ng Christian.
there are a lot to celebrate this long weekend.
True.
And one of those is love, of course.
Yes,
Although we
love.
can celebrate love anytime, but
I know,
this
right?
weekend is special.
Nakakainis.
Kala ko may iba tayong kasama ngayong gabi.
Oo, nagulat ako.
Ako lang, kung ako'y masyadong maarte.
So, nasaan ka nung mga panahon na?
Okay, anong ganap tonight?
Go,
Thank
guys.
you.
Well, this season, isa sa mga nilook forward ko this season talaga ay yung mga stories of hope. Wow, stories of hope, love, surprises, diba? Lalo na, nagte-trending lately yung ano na ulit ng Jollibee, yung mga pakulo ng commercial ng
True.
Jollibee, diba?
Kwentong Jollibee.
Have you seen the first two? Have you seen the first two?
Yes,
Yeah.
Very much.
I've only seen the first one.
The LDR.
I have seen
True.
nothing.
Yes.
What can you say about the LDR commercial?
Ganda. Sorry. Wait, pero ano yung pero that's
Ganun.
that's written
Ang
and
deep,
directed by That's written and directed by Tonet Hadaone. So,
Yes.
what can you expect? Of course,
Tonet.
maganda talaga yun. Yes. Okay? Tonet Hadaone.
True,
Yes.
very true.
Very true.
And I think
Correct.
it's different from correct. I think it's different from the other commercials because there's breaking that fourth wall, I guess. What do you call it? But they look directly and talk to the audience. So this is the first time that they've done that. Probably because of the director. I guess
Yeah.
for each of the episodes we have like a famous director or a well-known director. So we're gonna see different styles. I've only seen the first one. I'm holding off to watch the second one and the third one tomorrow because in
Yes.
another group we are gonna be doing a reaction video to it. So I want it to be fresh. So I haven't watched the other two yet.
Yeah. Very nice. Ikaw ba, Ben? Nagandahan ka ba sa LDR than yung pangalawa?
I like the second one better. Although because Mike and Gwen haven't seen it yet, I can't talk about it. No, but I like it because it explores love in a different sense, and I think in a very relevant sense that we most of us can relate to nowadays. No? So panoorin nyo na. In other words, panoorin nyo kasi
Yes, right after.
maganda siyang i-connect sa ating, especially sa ating episode for tonight, entitled LoveStream.
Very
Love
good.
Stream.
Oh, laban.
Yes. Ano meron sa love?
That
So,
makes me more
what are-
excited
what
to
are-
watch it now.
Yes. Ano pa ba guys yung mga
Hindi yata tayo
inaabangan
in
nyo
sync,
na
ano?
mga... ano pa yung mga inaabangan nyo guys na medyo may delay kasi nasa Western Hemisphere si Mike ngayon ng globe.
Ko ba?
Ayan.
Hindi.
So, yun.
Thank you,
Gwen, Nico,
Globe.
Mike,
Appreciate it. Love
what
it.
are the other things na inaabangan nyo pa every season of Valentine's or every love season? So, other people call it.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, sige, go, Nico, go.
Ipanghuli natin si Gwen kasi siya ang Rosa sa mga bato.
Rosa.
Mga bato? Ano daw?
Sa mga tinik.
I'm the thorn among the roses. Come on.
Oo. Yes. Mga bato, ano daw? Ano tawag dito? Ako, I don't usually celebrate Valentine's. For some reason, parang it's very commercialized na for me masyado. I don't know. I'm not being antagonistic or anything sa Valentine's. Pero respeto naman na sa lahat. Parang syempre masaya sila kasi nag-iibigan sila and all. Pero I would prefer to celebrate it with my friends even nung meron pa akong relationship.
Yep.
I would prefer to do it with my friends. Alam niyo ba na in Korea, they celebrate Valentine's or love like thrice. Alam niyo ba 'yon?
Really?
Yeah. So, let's say hi to Darwin muna. Ayan, Darwin, ito na.
Hi, Darwin.
Hey.
Darwin is in Hawaii. Hi.
Hello.
So it's late where he is.
Thank you so much, Darwin, for joining us.
And hi, VR.
Hi, VR. Thank you. Mabuhay. Thank you.
Pressure ako. Kasi,
bakit?
Kailangan, kasi sabi sa Twitter, kailangan ko raw gawin yung courting heart with you three.
Ready na ako.
Later.
Yeah, ready na ako.
Don't worry.
Just use your other hand.
Tama na ako.
Yes. Ayan, tama na.
Yes! Yeah. I think Ben naman yung ano. Yes!
Yay!
We did it!
Yeah!
Hi, Jakey.
Congratulations.
Blame the microphone, okay?
Okay na, VR.
ML. Yes. Ayan na, nakita mo na, brother. Ayan.
Ayan.
And Nico, you were saying?
Yun nga, like in Korea, on February 14, they celebrate Valentine's. And usually, ang tradition nila is, yung mga babae yung nagbibigay ng gifts sa lalaki.
Interesting.
So that's,
yes.
Diba? That's the tradition.
Sorry,
and then,
saan ulit ito?
Korea.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Specifically South Korea lang alam. Yeah, Mikey, go.
Yeah, South Korea. And I think we saw that in Boys Over Flowers. Or, yeah. Diba? Nakita natin yun. Also, one other practice that I've noticed and I like is in Thai series that we've seen and in Thailand. what they basically do is they have these stickers, and then they
Yeah.
put the stickers on the shirt of the person that they like.
Oh!
So
CDs pala yun. Yeah.
yeah, so it's sad in a way if you don't get a lot of stickers,
True.
but
True.
then it is a way for you to tell the person that you like them without having to verbalize
Ang
that you
ganda.
like them.
Parang team
Ganda.
building.
So
Oh, true.
correct. So yun nga lang, parang may mapapansin mo na yung mga popular guys and girls, sila yung pinakamarami. But it's nice to do that. I think that would be nice. I
Yes.
mean, I'd give some
Yeah.
to my friends. I mean, because I
Right.
love them.
Oh.
Not
Right.
it doesn't have to be romantic in any way.
Inclusive,
That's a good
diba? Ang ganda
practice.
sa Thai. It's very
Exactly.
nice.
Yes.
Ano, sa Korea, it also extends hanggang April. Kung tayo, mahaba yung Pasko natin. Sa kanila, nag-extend yung love season hanggang April. So, after ng
Oh.
Valentine's, babae nagbibigay ng gift, no? And then on March 14 naman, ang lalaki naman yung nagbibigay ng regalo sa babae. And they call it White Day.
White Day?
Ooh.
White Day. So, yung lalaki naman nagbibigay. So, di ba may very egalitarian sila in a way na parang may exchange. And here's an interesting thing. Come April 14, tinatawag naman nilang Black Day. So lahat doon ng mga singles nagsa-celebrate together and they eat this black ramyun. Is it ramyun in Korea?
Ramyun.
Anyway.
Oo.
Yeah. So yun, nagsa-celebrate sila eating the black ramyun to celebrate not just the singlehood but the sense of company. So yung love, nag-extend siyang gano'n. Diba?
Medyo weird lang na black yung ramyun kasi Kumusta
Ganda.
naman yung
Ganda
Kumusta naman yun?
Dumating na yata yung natin. Dumating na yung search
Jeep.
natin.
Yung jeep. Talaga ba? Pero I just wanna complete the thought. Bakit black? Kasi in most cultures, black is not a very good color. But I guess for them, it's a different meaning. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah. True. Diba? Ang cute. Yeah. When I was teaching, when I was working for a Korean company before, ganun yung natutunan ko. Sabi ko, that's nice. I mean, Valentine's Day is not just on Feb 14. So it has meaning. Hindi siya yung commercialized na parang date tayo on Feb 14. And sabi niya, di ba Mikey did say this dun sa isang session natin here na we can celebrate Valentine's Day every day, right? Ganun naman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Are we still
How
going
about
around?
Mike and Gwen? Yeah.
Gwenny. Yes, Mikey.
Honestly, mababaw lang ako. Kasi I know for fact, here in the Philippines specifically, marami tayong mga promo from stores. Like, specifically ngayon, inaabangan ko yung heart-shaped donuts ng Dunkin' Donuts na choco butternut, I think. And actually, nagpabili ako. Kaya sobrang excited ako sa mga ganon. Parang, it's something na kinikilig ako kasi mahilig ako sa mga ganyan, mga pagkain or mga effects na ganyan. Uy, sige, yung mga pa-promo ng Valentine's Day.
Right.
Dunkin' Donuts, baka naman. Ayan, so it's actually something that excites me. But just like Nico, actually, I have a very, I wouldn't say unique way, but I am not the type who really, go to the park or go on a date during Valentine's. There was one time that I actually spent Valentine's with my friend and her family. We made sandwiches and then chocolates and then hearts, and we gave it to people outside. Lagay, God bless you. And then ang nakalagay doon, may sandwich, may drink, and then may chocolate. And then we just gave it to yung mga MMDA or kaya drivers or people on the streets. Kasi I feel like people usually receive the typical food or money, abulay. But, abulay, sorry. Ano tawag doon? Yung alms. But you don't really give chocolates per se, right? So, not everybody gets that. You'll be lucky if you really get to experience eating chocolate or receiving flowers. Not everybody has that. So, I thought it was a good idea. So, parang, it was very fulfilling in a way na parang yung Valentine, hindi lang siya for the romantic type of love, celebrate. Of course, yun yung mas pinakauso, but it would be a good opportunity to do a lot of things in relation to love in general, because
Yes.
love is very
Oh,
broad.
yeah.
It's not just in
I like it. I
celebrate.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But syempre, pag sinabi natin Valentine's, di ba, I think the notion really is relationships na
Sure.
romantic kasi nga Valentine's Day,
Yes.
kids and
Yep.
all. So yeah, I guess that's why it's the usual case. But I know, I mean, for me, why not make it unique?
Yeah.
I like
Ayan.
that, Janine. I like that.
Yes.
Mikey.
Well, for me, I'm not a fan of celebrating Valentine's Day. It's just
Mm-hmm.
because the restaurants are full.
True.
Everyone is
True.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff is more expensive,
Right.
and it's just basically, yeah. I guess you mentioned that it's very commercialized. I mean, I understand people want to celebrate it on that specific day, but
Mm-hmm.
like we mentioned, it doesn't have to be on that specific day. It can be on any other day because you are going to be able to show your love for a person, not just on one particular day, but it should be every day, especially if you're together, diba? So I tend to avoid going out with the crowd on Valentine's Day. So it
Mm-hmm.
can, so usually if we want to, then we can do it like a day before, a day after. But then again, we usually celebrate it on the 17th because that's our anniversary. So,
Aw.
Wow. Perfect
yeah.
timing.
So that's sort of like our Valentine's, post Valentine's thing, which is basically our anniversary. So
Nice.
it's on the 17th, and we usually go out. Well, go somewhere, like a staycation and such. So yun. And just like Gwen said, well, when I was working and I was still single, yeah, I'd also spend it with my friends. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, because I usually would have work because I used to work in a call center. So, as I say, there'd usually be work. So we would, I don't know, hang out after work. After work, we would go to the bar or maybe a cafe and then just talk and spend time together. Go to Starbucks, collect those stickers, and the
Yes.
Valentine, drink the
Nice.
Valentine drink, mga ganun bagay. I mean, so yeah, but Valentine should be every day. It should be for everyone,
Exactly. And
and
yes,
love
I
is
love
love. Sure.
love is
True.
love in all forms. I agree, Mike. And that's why Valentine's, I think the Valentine's season should not just be for couples, diba? It
Mm-hmm.
should be and it can be celebrated by everyone
Mm.
in whatever way that you deem it appropriate and effective for you. Kaya ngayong gabi, isa-celebrate natin ang Valentine's season here in Thirsty Talks. For the first time ever, we are going to have what we call a virtual blind date through our
Yes. Ano
episode
nga ba
Love
yan?
Stream.
Mili, 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 mili.
Yes.
Alam mo, maganda nga because
Kili,
in
kili,
this
all.
day and age,
Mili,
di
mili,
ba,
mili, mili.
yun na talaga yung go-to a place really, the virtual universe where people
Right.
get to know new people,
Yeah.
meet new people, 'di ba? Talk to people. So, I guess ngayon lalo na nag-pandemic, so this is I think the new fad, 'di ba? Or
Yeah.
pauso natin, de joke lang. And I'm sure somewhere else in the world people are doing this also, 'di ba? And
True. True.
yung sinasabi
Yep.
nating blind date that people have been be used to doing na in person. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
try this naman differently this time. Kaya exciting.
Yeah.
Samahan niyo po
Exactly.
kami
I
sa aming
know.
experimento.
And if you are
Yes, di
So
joining us tonight, guys, mag-comment lang kayo sa ating thread. Kung sa YouTube man kayo nanonood or sa Facebook, share with us how you celebrate Valentine's or
Mm-hmm.
kung meron kayong mga questions for our special guests for tonight.
yes,
Ayan.
yes, yes.
mm,
Ayan,
Mike,
na-excite na ako. Kayo ba?
True.
were you saying anything?
yes.
Uy, eto
Yeah, I
muna.
was gonna say na
Mikey.
medyo kinakabahan rin ako because this is the first time that we are doing this.
Exactly.
And so I'm not. I don't know. Parang I'm just hoping everything turns out well, and
Yes.
Very
the
much.
point is
Yeah,
to have
and
the point is to have fun and to enjoy the
right.
experience.
Exactly.
So
Yun talaga
Exactly.
yun.
Yes.
No pressure. It's
That's
all
right.
for fun.
I'm so
All good
excited.
Pero kayo ba, have you ever experienced going on blind dates before? Like speed dating or like blind date in general? But usually
speed
ganun yung
recruitment. Pero
recruitment.
hindi speed dating.
huh. So back in the day, nagkwento. Back in the
Yeah!
Okay,
day,
go. Sige.
this is gonna be really really short, no? Parang ano, you guys are familiar with MIRC and Yahoo Messenger and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
well, I'm a little bit of mature age. So during that time, wala pang nagsisend ng picture. So the only way that you will actually see the person is to meet up with them,
Yeah.
right? So I guess you could consider that a blind date because you
Mhm.
haven't seen them before the meetup. So
Right.
I guess the answer to that is yes.
Yes. Ano tawag doon? Eyeball, kineme. 'Di ba?
Oo,
Yes,
eyeball. True
Yeah.
yun.
precisely.
May ka-EB ka na ba? Anong EB? Eyeball pala. Di ba yun
ASL.
yun? Oo.
Oh, NASL. Name, age, sex, and
Yes.
Oh
location.
my gosh,
Yun.
yes. My
Oh my
Yes,
god.
uncle.
yes, yeah.
Anyways, millennials cannot relate. I'm so sorry. And if you're Gen Z, I am so sorry.
Yes. Ikaw ba, Connie, have you ever gone on a blind date or, oh, of course, blind date, meron talaga, no? Or like, or speed dating, any activity or some of some sort.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I haven't been on one, but for some reason, I always end up being the matchmaker. So I guess that's
Ay,
kind of my role because um I don't know, parang mas madalas akong nagiging ganon or I kind of have an eye for people who may jive or may have chemistry. So I tend
yeah,
to
yeah,
introduce people. At least I used to. Not so much
yeah, yeah.
now.
Okay, okay.
So ganon. And I feel like it's fun. I feel like it's
It
sweet.
is.
Parang
Right.
I feel ko yung maging matchmaker. Kaya
Hindi
nakikilig
ba
ako
very ano ka,
ngayon.
mas, yun yung parang fulfillment mo eh, no? Very
Oo.
selfless.
Yeah, so I don't know. For me, it's fun. But I haven't been on one. Ikaw ba, Nico, na-try mo na?
Oo
Speed
talaga. Ako,
dating or blind dating?
like kung blind date, syempre, parang never mo pa na-meet eh. Parang
Yes.
EB, eyeball, whatever, di ba? And then, di ba ano to, sa dating app ngayon, it's still, di ba,
Oh,
blind
yeah.
date pa rin yan eh,
Yeah.
di ba? Right? Pero nag-speed dating ako before and it's for a group of men, I mean gays,
Yeah.
basically, right? Kinakabahan talaga ako. As in, nakaposturan ako and everything. It was somewhere in Malate. I forgot the name of the restaurant. Ayoko ng pangalanan. Tapos tinatawag na ako ng organizer. And nag-start na yung speed dating kasi. Parang in-invite ako ng isang friend. And then, sabi ng organizer, Sir, pasok ka na. Sa speed dating ka ba, sir? Pasok na kayo. Mag-register ka na or something, ganun. Sabi ko, hindi, nag-aantay lang ako ng taxi. Kasi kinabahan ako.
Oh my
Kasi hindi ako
gosh.
tumuloy.
Really?
Never talaga. And it was the
Hello.
time. And
Funny.
iba kasi yung panahon before, right? Parang we didn't have the opportunity to do all these things and activities. We didn't have like all these social media platforms back in the day, 'di ba? Parang chat-chat lang tayo, how Messenger and all, 'di ba? So, wala talaga akong exposure to such things, 'di ba? So kinabahan ako. And I went home and then I nagbihis na ako natulog and then I felt good. kasi super na anxious ako. Feeling ko kasi
Oh
parang
my gosh.
hindi ko feel ang speed dating for some reason. I don't know.
Ikaw,
Yeah.
Beno, try mo?
Yeah.
Ano po yung blind date? De, joke lang. Yeah, I guess
Yung
the point
totoo.
the point of having blind dates for me at least is to start with friendship or get to
Yeah.
know another
Yeah.
person. So
Right.
I guess that will be our main objective for tonight. No,
That's
we
true.
invited some people, no, to spend the night with us, spend their Thursday night with us, and we're very thankful to these
Yes.
people. And
Mhm.
this is going to
Yes.
be a fun night. Well, we want to share with the audience na this is not scripted. No, this will be the first time, as Mike said, this is the
I
first
don't
time
know
that
what's happening.
we are
Yeah.
doing something like this. So we are very happy to
Spontaneity.
welcome our guests for tonight. So how is it gonna happen ba? So meron tayong in-invite na eligible bachelorette. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a
Yes.
lady na talagang a diamond. Ano ba yung term sa Bridgerton? What's the term? Uh,
The diamond of the first season.
Yep. Flawless.
Parang ganun, tama ba?
Flawless. The
Flawless.
flawless diamond. Diba? Unparalleled.
Oh.
So we invited
Yun.
her, and she's going to join us for tonight. She's going to just share her stories, no? Introduce
Yes.
herself, spend the night, spend some
Yep.
time with us, and she also has been watching the show for quite some
Uy,
time. And
nice.
Oh, thank
yes,
you.
we're very happy
Like the
that
first
she's
water
joining us
pala.
for tonight.
Hello.
Grabe na. Kung ano
Yes.
pinagdagat natin. Diyos
That's
ko.
cool.
Yes. And hindi lang siya ang magiging guest natin because along with her, we invited two other, ito naman,
Yeah.
mga eligible bachelors naman.
Yes.
Yan.
Ew.
Posibleng maging bagong kaibigan ng ating
Mhm.
special guest. Or,
Yeah.
we don't know, and we're not closing any possibility, baka maging kaibigan in the future. But yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. No?
We don't want to be,
That
no
level.
pressure.
But
Yes.
yeah, no pressure. This is just going to be a fun conversation among people.
Mm.
And
It's just
we
to be
just
like a
wanted
getting
to
to know
be,
you kind of thing.
yes, exactly. We just wanted to be a fun getting to know conversation. So,
Dapat spontaneous tayo.
spontaneous lang tayo.
Fun.
It's the name of the game now. Diba? Yeah.
Yes.
So, Gwen, why don't you invite our guest in?
Wait lang.
Ayan.
Ipapakita niya yung face niya, di ba? Si Bachelorette.
Oo, si Bachelorette, our girlfriend here. Our girlfriend here, she's gonna show her face.
Why do you suddenly sound so different?
I'm excited that she's joining us for tonight. Kasi,
Ayan.
yes.
I
So
appreciate her.
excited.
So without further ado, welcome na natin ang ating Bachelorette for tonight.
Aha.
Welcome.
May sound effects
Yes.
dapat tayo.
Nabibitin ako.
Wait, naghanap ako ng sound effects. Wait lang, ha? Ayan, parang pwede na yan. Pwede na yan.
Introduce her. Gusto ko sabihin.
Or ito. Tinatry ko talaga yung mga effects dito. Sorry,
Okay,
go,
okay.
Gwen.
You want some more?
Go, Nico.
Apple red.
Nico, invite mo
Pasok
na.
na ba?
Sugar
Invite mo na.
sweet.
Papasukin mo na siya.
So are you? Yes.
Ingat.
Let us all welcome
Yay,
Apple.
Hey, Apple!
Hey, Apple!
Ang ganda naman.
Grabe.
Yan.
Sa inyo, ang ganda. Grabe.
I love the curtains. I love the curtains. Everything.
Hi, Apple. How are you feeling?
Excited! First time ko rin gagawin to actually.
Yes.
So, quite exciting. Hindi nga siya
Yes. Yes. And we're gonna be with
Salamat.
you in this journey. Don't worry. Salamat sa
Right.
pag-accept.
Yes, sa pagtiwala sa amin. Kahit
Yes.
na
Very much.
hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari.
Kahit di ka sure kung ano, di ba? Anong mangyayari sa'yo ngayong gabi. Thank you, Apple, for being with us. And one thing that we can promise you is that we will take care of you. Well, for tonight, at least. And we want you to just have fun. Just be yourself, be comfortable. And ikaw, if you have some questions for our guests here. Diba? Ayan, may isa ka ng fan agad, oh. Ayan, free to daw.
I love it.
So Apple, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? Like, where have you been? Well, where have you been all my life?
Sandali.
Now?
Sandali.
Life mode. Yeah, my hobby. Yeah. What do you do during your free time?
Ayun.
Yeah.
So, ano pang ginagawa ko? Of course, since COVID, no? Nag-Netflix lang. Work from home. I just recently got a dog. So, yes, oo. Syempre, di ba, medyo nalolonely ka pag naka-lockdown. So, I've decided to get a pet. So, one of the biggest responsibilities na commit ko over the lockdown. So, doon din napupunta lahat ng attention ko, to be quite frank. So, for parent
How is
na
it
ako.
so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dogs are the best. Love
What's
it.
the name of your dog?
Hunter. Kasi he hunts for food.
Okay.
Well, dogs are
Yeah.
very, very loyal, but they're a little high maintenance. So that's why you really need to put a lot of attention to them.
True.
Yeah,
Yun.
So, ibig sabihin nito, si Apple, masarap mag-alaga. Di ba?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Committed.
Yes, sabi,
Yun, sa
todo
mga
build up
bachelors
tayo.
natin. Sa mga bachelors
Pag may
natin,
mga-
ayan. Hiling mag-alaga si
Nako.
Uy, nai-excite talaga
For
ako.
parents sila.
And
Ako
yeah,
rin.
this is a pet. Sorry guys, mahilig sa pet na.
Siguro
Much
I'm
love
curious,
dogs.
Apple.
Yes, Raquel.
Um, can you guys hear me? I'm curious,
Yes.
Apple.
Yes,
So you, what do you do though? Like, for a living, or
Yeah.
ano yung job mo? Yeah.
Okay. I'm working in a pharmaceutical company, so I work as a product manager. So what I basically do is I do strategic work for execution ng Salesforce, and some nerdy
Oh
things. din.
wow. Well, yeah,
Ayun.
Salesforce is very nerdy. It's hard for me to understand, but it is very
Yeah.
useful. So cool.
So
Good to know.
I'm
Thank
quite
you so much.
to work in the healthcare sector because it's one of
Nice.
I'm quite grateful na it's one of the industries that weren't hit directly ng COVID, and it's
Mhm.
also nice to continue working na you're working for a greater good, which is basically for the patients. We provide medication for patients, so that's something I really value ngayon sa work ko. So
And thank you,
no,
because a lot of people are, parang in the back line, kumbaga, and you really get recognized or, like acknowledged for their efforts. So you are part of that. So thank you very much for doing that. And hopefully the fight continues. And hopefully we get a vaccine soon. Yun.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Yeah,
Masarap
love
na
the hair daw,
mag-alaga.
ma'am.
Masarap na mag-alaga. Maganda na. Magaling
Ang
pa.
ganda ng hair
Grabe.
mo.
Oo. Ang ganda pa ng hair.
So paano na yan, guys? Yung
Oo.
audience natin mukhang magbibid daw sila. Ano ba yan? Guys. Sorry. Malapad na chair. Kaninong chair,
Oo.
guys?
Upuan mo daw.
Oo. Yung sa'yo. Ayun ka online
Ay,
selling
dapat daw
tayo
na
dito.
Sorry,
Sabihin
guys.
mo pamain.
Pamain po.
Sorry,
Ang
guys.
quote po natin, ganun.
Saka na yung online selling na yan. Dating tayo tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Nico, Gwen, do you have any questions for Apple before we begin with our love stream for tonight?
Siguro yes, one more to medyo kabig into the love stream vibe.
Yes.
What is your generally how would you describe or what qualities would you actually prefer in a date in general lang? Like let's say extrovert versus introvert, indoor person versus outdoor person, sporty versus cuddly. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah. Anong typical guy mo?
Okay. Ang dami mong tanong doon, Ben.
Sorry. Examples lang yun, pero no pressure. Bahala ka na. So,
I guess good conversationalist.
Okay.
Of course, especially when it comes sa getting to know part. I mean, you mentioned earlier, it's really important that you get to know the person. I mean, wala namang expectations, no? It's just really kumbaga, expanding your network and learning a lot from different types of people. And I think when it comes to conversations, that's where you really get to know ano ba yung interest niya, what makes him passionate about some other things. And actually, I am really keen to learn from other people then. So that's something I value when I meet new people. It doesn't have to be like a specific date, but people in general then. So if you're talking about a specific date, then if I can have a conversation over coffee or even beer for the next 3-4 hours, then I think it's a good sign na
Yes.
yeah, a good
Agree.
to start with.
Nice. Nice.
Oh
Gwen,
my
halata
God.
kilig na kilig ka.
Sorry
Oo.
na. Oo.
Wala pa.
Imagination in me.
Gustong gusto ni Gwen yan eh. Uy, Apple, may follow-up question
I'm a
ako.
hopeless romantic kasi. Go, sorry.
Kasi conversationalist ka, di ba? So, ano usually yung mga topics na gusto mo pag-usapan? Mahilig ka ba sa politics? Ganyan? Mahilig ka
Quantum
ba sa
physics, ganon.
mga chemistry, ganun, biology,
Yeah.
microbiology, physical
Yes.
therapy,
Beautiful.
lahat ng field. Joke lang.
Strat planning. Strat
Strat plan. Hindi, it would really it would really depend dun sa, ano yung background din ni person.
Okay.
Pero, I mean, yung question mo is what interests me in terms of topics that I like. So, I like topics around travel, history,
Nice.
what makes this specific person adventurous, what he enjoys. I mean, is he passionate about his work, about his family? It could, could evolve to various different topics. And I'm really, really interested to know kung ano yung saan passionate yung person. And
Nice.
as I mentioned, open ako to learn a lot of new things. Kasi in terms of topics, minsan man nakakausap ako about markets, like, siyempre matututo ka din, parang, pwede pala ako yumaman
Right.
doon. Di ba?
Right.
true.
I mean, it's really more
Love
of
it.
genuinely interested to get to know the person. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really important. Mm-hmm.
Ang ganda.
We have a lot of similarities, Apple. I would have said
You
the
can be
same thing.
besties. Yeah.
Right.
Besties.
Correct.
So yeah.
I like what
Exciting. So
I like
yeah.
what I'm hearing from you, Apple. Kasi, I mean, you're talking about something intrinsic. Hindi siya, parang, hindi yung tipong, gusto ko ganito, gusto ko makapal yung kilay. Gusto ko, ganyan, ganitong hairstyle.
True.
Gusto ko
Guys, ganon.
Magaling mag-TikTok.
Happiness.
Magaling mag-TikTok. Oo. Gusto ko medyo matangkad sa akin. Diba? Pero, we're hearing like passion. We're hearing like topics you'd be interested, you'd like to learn from the person. Diba? So, yay! Ayan.
Kaya naman. Kaya ngayong gabi, sana ay magkakilala rin tayo ng maayos with the two other guests that we invited to join us in our LoveStream for tonight. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna welcome our two other guests. So they're gonna join us, but sorry Apple, you're gonna have to reserve the camera kasi mamaya pa sila magpapakita on cam. But you're gonna hear their voice. They're gonna join us via microphone. And they also are using code names, no? Para wala tayong idea kung sino ba sila talaga.
Wait lang, parang gusto ko baguhin tong programa. Parang gusto ko ako na lang makipag-date sa kanila. Ako na lang sa gitna. Try lang.
Hindi nakapagpigil.
Fun activity. Gawin natin ulit to.
Yes. So, I guess, so ganito lang, pagpasok nila, we're gonna ask them a few questions, and then we have prepared a couple of questions for these people, and then
More than a couple.
Apple din, ikaw, tatanungin ka din namin ng questions na to, and then ganun lang, parang casual na conversation lang, casual na inuman lang, ganun.
Pero Ben, nakikita ka Gwen, ang hinanda yata na questions pang thesis di ba? Mga may
pang-review of related literature.
Mga ganun. Ako, sa mga bachelors natin, handa na kayo dyan.
You were to create a Venn diagram of your ikigai.
True. What's your purpose in life? Mga ganun.
Correct. Diba?
So, malalaman natin yan once we welcome our two guests for tonight. So, Nico, papasukin na natin una ang ating first guest for tonight. At tatawagin natin siya sa pangalang Shanks.
Okay.
Shanks. Interesting name.
Si Shanks.
Natin sa taas.
Hello, Shanks.
Hello?
Hi, Shanks!
Oh,
Nice.
boss. Ay, naku, alam mo, ako na talaga dapat dyan sa gitna. Gusto ko yung boses eh. Ako na, joke na.
Clear?
Kalma lang.
Ibaba
My
mo ako,
sound
ibaba
clear?
mo.
Okay.
Yes,
Clear
we
po?
can
Yes.
hear you, Shanks. We can hear you.
Yes.
Ayan. So, good evening.
Thank you for
Hi.
joining us, Shanks.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me too. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey.
Ayan. Excited na si
Music
Nico.
pala.
Nararamdaman ko.
Mili.
Diba? Yes. Alright.
Ayan.
Go.
So, maya-maya, makikilala pa natin si Shanks, no? At ang kanyang
Yes.
mga kaganapan sa buhay. Wow, may ganun. Okay. At ang
Yes.
ating second guest for tonight ay walang iba kundi si Mr. Pure. Ayan. Mr. Pure
Oh,
himself.
itaas mo yan.
Hey.
Yan.
Mr. Pure.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Ayan.
Hi.
Si Mr. Pure.
Hi.
Nico,
Hi
gusto ko yung
guys,
pagkakahay mo.
Siyempre, tinuruan mo ako eh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr.
mentor
Pure,
pala
for
dito.
joining.
Salamat naman sa join ninyo sa aming munting activity
Yeah.
for
Thank you
Valentine's or
guys.
Valentine's
Thanks for being here
special.
and agreeing
We're
to do
very
this.
grateful, yes. Without you guys, nga kami. So thank you so much talaga. And like you said,
Kuda na lang
this is
tayo.
really just for fun. Yeah, for fun.
Yes.
And malay mo, ma-discover tayo dito, di ba? Joke lang.
So,
I mean,
Ayan.
go, Nico.
bakit Mr. Pure? Sumasayaw ka ba, Mr. Pure? Kasi Mr. Pure Energy?
Hindi. Yun lang yung tawag sa amin sa akin nung nasa school kami nila Ben. Yan.
Nice.
Oh, now I know where you're from. Where you're from?
Right? Oh.
Nung elementary. Oo.
Okay.
Hindi, nung masters. So lately lang.
Masters.
I just wanna clear na lately lang.
So, kung
That's
Mr.
nice.
Pure siya, ano si Ben?
Oo, ano si Ben?
Okay,
never mind.
Direct,
Never mind.
di- direct opposite kasi magkaibigan kami.
Okay. Mr. Dirty. Okay, next.
Okay, paalala lang na ang gabing to ay tungkol sa guest natin.
Correct.
O si
Okay
Shanks
na, let's
naman
go na.
daw. Si Shanks daw, bakit daw Shanks?
O bakit Shanks?
Actually, Shanks kasi he's my favorite anime character. So ever since kahit sa gaming or any type of platform na kailangan ng code name, Shanks talaga
Okay.
nilalagay. So
which
that's
anime?
So Shanks, ano ba? Hindi ba parang expression yan? Kunwari, nagugulat ka, Shanks! Ganon, hindi ganon mo. Eme lang.
Oh, shucks. No, I'm curious. Which anime?
One Piece.
Okay. I haven't seen that. Okay. Cool.
Parang
Shanks talaga?
Diba? Dapat ganon. Shanks, exciting to ha, Shanks. Ganon.
Yes, I'm
Ayan.
excited. Let's see.
How do you know? Can I ask that? How do you know, Ben?
Wag na.
Wag na. O sige na nga. Spoiler pa to.
Sabihin nila ako yung maraming dito eh.
Ito yung
Yung mga punong abala.
So,
Yes.
I'm gonna leave the asking of the questions to Gwen and Mike here, para sila ang makapag-facilitate ng maayos sa mga tanong na yan. And Nico, ikaw naman ang tagapag-alaga sa ating mga guests pag napagod sila.
So pag Shanks, Apple, and then Mr. Pure, magte-TikTok tayo dito pag international. Eme lang. Joke lang talaga.
Sorry, may comment talaga si Jake, Dork Next Door.
Yes.
Sabi niya, yung Shanks, cut yan ng beef. Beef Shanks.
Makita yung comment.
848.
So masasabi mo ba na masasabi mo na beefy ba si Shanks?
Oh.
Pwede. Very witty.
Gusto ko yun.
Ay, nako. Ayan.
Sige,
wait.
Pwedeng yung Shanks, pag kunwari kakalagay lang ng braces mo, papasalamat ka sa friend mo, uy, Gwen, Shanks, gano'n. Char lang. Sige,
ang dami nating baon na.
Ang dami nating nasabi. By the way, I just want to say, Rizzy is watching. Hi, Rizzy.
Hi,
Hi! Oh,
Rizzy. Thanks for joining
Rizzy!
us.
Rizzy.
Rizzy, yes.
Oh my
Magno.
Bye.
gosh! Hey,
Thanks for
Rizzy!
tuning in, Rizzy.
Invite
Joining
your
us.
friends. It's going to be a fun night. Ayan. So,
Yes,
Gwen,
let's
why
do.
don't you start with the questions for Apple,
Yes.
Shanks, and Mr. Pure?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask for because Mike and I have 4 questions. But syempre may mga sub ano pa yan. So para ano, I have an idea what we're gonna do is to ask first the first question. I'll ask first Shanks, and then we'll ask Mr. Pure, and then Apple will be the last one to answer the question. And then the second
Yeah.
question naman, we'll go with Mr. Pure first, and then Shanks, and then Apple. So we're gonna do the
Alternate.
gentleman alternately, and then Apple will
Mhm.
give the last answer. So um
Gwenny,
walang bias. May ganun
Gwen,
din, no? But
Gwen.
yeah, yes.
Hindi ako pwedeng sumali sa pagsagot.
Pwede naman, later, after
Prop
the
lang,
diba?
prop lang.
Lahat tayong
Try mo
sasagot.
Wag
lang.
na.
Try
Wag
mo
na.
lang.
Sasaw-saw ka pa.
Actually, pinractice ko din yung mga sagot ko. Yung
Oh,
ganun. Thank you so much
yes.
for that wonderful question, Kai. Ganyan ang peg. Alright, so, okay, ito na talaga. Mikey, I'll ask the first question and you can go ahead and ask the second question. So, the first question that we have here is describe your ideal date. So, when we say date, we mean the event, not the person, a date mo. But how would you describe an ideal date setup, basically? So, bahala na kayong sumagot. Probably a 30-second to 1 minute answer would be good, but it's up to you. Let's start with Shanks muna. Yan.
Ayun. So, what is my ideal date? Actually, when it comes to scenery,
Describe mo lang.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, when it comes to the setting, I'm just a simple person. So, super simple lang. So, anywhere would do. Pero what I really want is meron talagang view of nature. So it can be the seaside, it can be in a mountain or something like that. Ganyan. Tapos, ayun, maraming food, maraming drinks. And, syempre doon sa mga kasama ko sa date, pinaka gusto ko talaga is yung kaya niya mag-go with the flow with the conversation. Kasi,
Okay.
I'm a person kasi na ayoko talaga ng dull moment. So, I usually bring the conversation around, pero it's much better if yung person na kasama ko is sumasabay sa akin.
Okay.
That's my
Nakakakilig. Alam,
Because, charot lang. Hindi, joke.
Because,
Hindi. So yeah, so basically scenery, right? So nature
yeah.
and with lots of food. Interesting.
gusto
Let's
ko,
go now
gusto
to
ko,
Mr. Pure. Oy, sabihin nyo lang
because,
guys kung may gusto nyo follow-up question with our gentleman.
forgot.
I'll go to
Kailan?
Mr. Pure first. Mr. Pure, ano naman ang sagot mo sa question? What is describe your ideal date
Yeah.
setup?
Mahirap. uh, I really suck at dates eh. Pero to answer your question siguro, I like somewhere private.
Mhm.
For a first date, I really want to focus on who I'm dating. Not really on the scenery, not really on the food, but
Okay.
just want to talk and know the other person. So somewhere private, maybe coffee or a little bit of drinks siguro. But basically that's that. I try to get to know I try to get to know the person before like nung panahon na wala pang internet, na wala kang kaalam-alam, you can stalk someone on Facebook and get to know what
Yeah.
his her
Oo nga.
likes and whatever. So gusto ko talaga medyo magugulat pa ako, and yeah, so kaya ayoko ng mga masyadong maraming external na bagay na would sway
Right.
away from me knowing the
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's good enough. Two different um what do you call it, preferences, no? So magkakaibang preferences yon. So both are actually very interesting. So one would prefer a good scenery for probably the
kinikilig
vibe,
ako.
right? And another would be more private so that you can focus more on the person without so many distractions around. So that's really a different approach for the preferred date vibe or setup, di ba? Ayan. So, tatanungin naman natin ang ating guest bachelorette, si Apple. Ikaw naman, Miss Apple, what's your ideal date setup? How would you describe?
If it's going to be a first date, I mean, I have to be very specific, no? I prefer it over coffee. Okay? So, kasi, okay, to be very frank, over coffee, doon ka na-assess if I'll go on the second date with the person.
Oh,
So,
is the coffee?
no,
Is
like,
the type of coffee matter?
no, not really. I mean, yun nga, as I mentioned earlier, no, it really depends on how the conversation goes and kung magtatagal yun ng 2 hours, 3 hours, then yun nga, as I mentioned, it's a good sign. So, quite practical dun sa answer ko, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cafe, most likely, or any good place that has good coffee, I guess. Coffee is a must.
Yes, absolutely.
True.
Absolutely.
So,
Oo.
Apple sa
Nice.
coffee shop, ano ka ba? Frap? Decaf? Or ano iniinom mo sa coffee shop?
akala ko ang tanong mo sa kanya kung magiging drink siya, ano? Trap pa. Ano?
Zero cool. Ano pa? Uy, seryoso ako sa question.
Sorry. Ano daw in-order usually ni Apple?
Ano yung gusto mo iniinom?
Soy latte.
Wow.
Soy latte.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's the first question. Of course, we're not gonna make any selections. No, we're just really hearing out, getting to know one another, and we're gonna proceed to the second question. Okay, so Mikey, if you're there, magparamdam ka. Galaw mo ang ring light ko.
Mikey is with us, but Mikey is in the comment section as of now kasi medyo nagkakaroon siya ng challenges with the internet, but that's fine.
Alright.
Maybe global na talaga, no?
Oo nga
providers na to.
Globe
din
baka naman.
no?
Globe, share the love naman, Globe. Grabe, oh. Ayan. Okay. So maybe I can ask the second question to our guests, no?
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Beno.
The second question for you guys. What do you think are your best qualities as a date? Yes, lakas makaano
Guide yourself.
Ayan. So, kumbaga sa pageant, kung ikaw ang mananalo, bakit? Well, what do you think are your best qualities as a date? Yan. So, this time, hindi natin tatanungin what you are looking for in the other person, but we are going to ask you what you think your best qualities are. Yes. So, kung kanina, si Shanks yung una nating tinanong, this time, si Mr. Pure naman ang tatanungin natin. Una, Mr. Pure, ano sa tingin mo yung mga best qualities mo?
Mahilig, siguro for dates kasi, there's a little bit of more of papakinggan ko muna yung girl. So I think na I'm a good listener. So I'd rather hear about her thoughts first and then doon ako nagpi-pitch in. And then kaya ko rin makisabay sa kahit anong trip niya. That's why I'm actually listening to her kasi kung ganito yung gusto niya, we can actually probably go somewhere. Gusto niya ng coffee, okay, let's go for a coffee. You want drinks, then let's go for drinks. So wala naman talaga akong specific na parang tinatago under the bag na special for dates. But I think I'm very adaptable to kung ano man yung gusto ng ka-date ko. Yeah.
Okay.
Gwen, parang kinikilig ka, Gwen.
Si Gwen,
no? Natural matchmaker talaga. Ako ang pinaka nag-enjoy dito. Kailangan ko yata magbayad na entrance.
Mr. Pure, may follow-up question ako. Sabi mo kasi parang sasabayin mo yung trip ni girl. So, paano pag sinabi niya, uy, Mr. Pure, gusto ko mag-rappelling sa RCBC Makati sa building? Game time.
Sakto. Marami tayong kaibigan na nagdarapel. Buti yun gusto niya.
Ayun naman pala. Oh, si Mr. Shanks. Mr. Shanks tuloy. Si Shanks naman. Shanks. What do you think are your best qualities as a date?
Ayun. Actually, Mr. Pure has halos parehas kami. Pero what I think is one of my qualities when it comes to date is, ayun, hindi ako yung parang a dominant date or a partner. So, I usually let the person um, drive first. So, di ba, para kasing mas maganda kapag siya yung nauuna kasi parang ang pangit kasi na parang ako lagi lahat. Ganun. So, basically, it's a give and take. It's a give and take ng thoughts. It's a give and take ng mga ideas and opinions, ganyan. And maybe a little bit of sense of humor. Ayun, so kasi mahilig kasi ako mag-joke and everything, ganyan. And I think that's one of my qualities, sense of humor.
Okay.
Yun lang.
Sample. Charot lang. Joke lang.
Job interview
Grabe.
pinag-sample. Naalala ko ng interview ko, pinag-sample niyo ako ng joke.
Sino nagpasample?
Oh my God,
nun?
pinag-sample din ako ng joke. Tapos
Sino
ako lang yung
nagpasample?
tumawa.
Ikaw talaga, Nico.
Ako talaga? Saan sa
Dali.
Oo.
matanda?
So tayo na lang mag-usap. Okay.
Dali. Sample niyo.
We're gonna ask
Ayan.
Apple then.
Oo naman,
Same
syempre.
question. Yeah.
My best quality on when I'm on a date, no? Ganun ba?
Yes.
I guess it's just being me. I mean, what you say is what you get sa akin. Parang silang willing to listen. Very vocal ako. Pero mahirap naman na mag-listen lang pareho. So, dapat yun nga. I think more than the listening part, I'm eager to learn from the person. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Nice.
willing to be friends and just to know the person. Yeah.
Cool.
Agree.
Interesting. I love it already. Sulit na sulit ang payad ko dito,
Oo nga. Dahil dyan sasagutin ni Gwen ang date nyo. Ang first date.
Ala. B,
Uy, walang pressure. Walang ganon, friend. Tanungin
Joke
ako kung
lang.
sakali. Sabay ka naman. But no pressure, no? We
No
are
pressure.
very,
It's really up to them.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for being
Yes.
honest with us, guys,
Yes.
on your best qualities as a date. No? Ayan. I guess we're ready for our third question. Mikey, would you
Welcome
like
back,
to
Mikey.
ask
Hi,
our
thank you
guest?
guys. Before that, I would just like to say again, hi Globe, I love you. Hope you love me back.
Oo nga, Valentine's naman. New Year pa.
So the third question is really a series. I'm going to give you a few choices, and you just have to pick one. So pick one. Don't wag niyong ipagsama sila or whatever. It's just one or the other, right? So you're going to pick. The first one is pick between roses or chocolate. So kanina si Mr. Pure, so this time si Shanks.
Yes.
So Shanks, roses or chocolate, in whatever context you want.
I-explain ba kung why?
Yes.
Yes, i-explain. Okay. So, I think I'm a pick roses. Roses kasi actually it's been a tradition in my family na always give the girl flowers or roses kahit walang big event or walang big occasion kasi it's like a sign of appreciation and admiration towards the person. So that's why I'm a pick roses over chocolates.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Family tradition. I love that. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Pure?
Ako chocolates ako. Naging ano ko na to naging parang belief ko na if you give a gift, it should be something that can be used or something that can be nourished by the other people. So though flowers is a gesture of appreciation, I do agree, and pero para sa akin parang mas gusto ko na nagagamit to isang tao or nakakain niya in this case. So yeah, chocolates, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Ako rin personally, I like to be nourished. But it's not about me.
I love
Wait lang.
it.
Tatanungin ba natin sa Apple?
Yeah, siya na nga. Apple,
Okay.
go.
I'll go for chocolates.
Ooh.
Why?
Kasi it's something edible and something that I always crave. Though, ang tricky ng question mo, Mike, kasi pag roses na babae ka, syempre gusto mo pareho. I mean,
True.
This is why I said
Yeah,
pick one. Para
Yeah.
alin yung mas may weight, kumbaga. Or I guess it depends on the situation.
yeah, exactly. So, chocolate with nuts. Ayun.
Yes! Yes! Are we talking about Hawaiian host?
Oh my God.
Pecan. Wow.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Never mind. Or rose-shaped chocolate.
Yan.
Oh my
Yeah.
Or
God.
yung flavor ng chocolate, rose.
Ang lakas mo ka, Downy.
Correct.
May
Or
cherry
chocolate-
blossom na chocolate, di ba?
Or chocolate with rosé liqueur.
Wow, iba.
Wow, grabe. Ang high class ng
Moving
mga
on.
friends ko.
Pwede naman ipagsama kasi.
Thank you for answering.
Nalibigil ako.
So, si Mr. Pure naman ang una. Fine dining levels or casual street food? Mga ganun.
Street food casualty. Maganda.
Street food. Casualness. Casualty. Casualness.
Ay, casualness.
Mr. Pure?
Okay, go.
Yeah. Safest answer, street food for me. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao, I mean like for the Philippines, for our culture, mas maraming kumakain na street foods rather than fine dining. Baka mapahiya pa pag nag-fine dining, di pala niya kinakain. So, yeah, street foods.
Yeah, very true.
Mahirapan pa tayo sa mga tinidor at kutsara, di ba? Alin ang unahin?
Yes. Ang hirap nun.
Thank you. Si Shanks.
Ayun. So actually I'm gonna pick casual street foods also. Kasi di ba, let's say for example, you're with your date, hindi naman siya pwedeng pag fine dining kasi hindi kasi siya pwedeng biglaan. And kapag casual street foods, actually pwede mo siya makita kahit saan or kahit saan kayo pupunta, may street foods. And actually it's much more memorable yung mga moments na meron kayo with the street food things than the fine dining. It's a small thing.
Very true.
Very, very true. Di ba?
Oy,
Saya
pero
yan.
follow-up question sa street food naman. Anong gusto nyo? Betamax or Isaw? Char.
Tak na yun eh.
Let's go. No.
Yun lang yung option. Betamax or Isaw? Tignan natin. Mr. Pure muna. Betamax or Isaw?
Betamax.
Betamax, okay. Siya.
Si Shanks.
Betamax or Isaw?
Answer is Isaw.
Isaw daw.
Yes,
Wow.
Isaw.
Yun yung choices. Ayan, Si
Ayan.
Apple na.
Si Apple naman.
Si Apple naman, fine dining or street food?
Or Apple. Yung muna.
Yes. That's right.
Casualness. Yeah.
Casual conversation over fine dining.
Okay.
Pinagsabay.
Yes, I love it.
Well, fine dining. Well, that's fine dining.
Gusto ko yun. I like that.
Because
Cursey. Cursey. Because.
Ano ba? Because it's nice. It's a nice gesture to me, in with a good ambience. I mean, I am looking at it from a perspective na, let's say, second date na or something nice to celebrate.
Okay.
You wouldn't invite a person na mag-fine dining kayo ng putyo-putyo lang, di ba? So, yeah, I guess it doesn't mean naman na kailangan stiff yung conversation or set up kung fine dining. I mean, a fine dining setup doesn't have to be like, may mahaba yung table na parang
Bridgerton levels, ganon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess it depends on your concept of fine dining, ano. Kasi para sa akin, minsan, parang a buffet is for me fine dining because it's not something I do every day.
Mm-hmm. Diba? And I feel fine after dining.
I was about
Okay.
to say.
Nakakainis. Or you can actually set it up in a, parang in a closed restaurant, or alam mo yun, parang your living room, and then dress it up, etc.
Yeah,
You can do that. Cool.
exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, love
So
it.
hala na wala ko. So for the
Nico,
last one for this,
Mike, bago
you
mo
have
tanungin.
may follow-up ka?
May
Oo,
follow-up
kay
question
Nico.
ako. Apple, ayan. Simple lang yung choices ni Mr. Pure at ni Shanks eh. Ibahin natin sa'yo. Tinolang Betamax or sinigang na isaw?
Kasi
Nakakainis.
Parang kadiri pareho. Ayan, i-dare ka, Apple. Papakainin ka sa isang parang street
Pero
food na exotic, di ba?
isaw and Betamax can be leveled up with the right,
Fusion,
touch.
di ba? Correct. Oh. So, sinigang na isaw or tinolang Betamax? Anong pipiliin mo, Apple?
Nico, wait lang. Nabe-visualize ko.
Uy, di mo kailangan sagutin na. Joke lang
Words you
talaga.
can taste. Words you can taste.
Siguro, sinigang para, na mas overpower yung team. Oo.
Yeah. Good answer. Pero aminin mo, Apple, kadiri, no?
Exactly. Bakit mo din
I'm wondering I'm wondering what tinolang Betamax looks like. It has to be dark, di ba? Kasi it's pig's blood. So
actually.
Exactly. Right. Anyways. Okay. So for the last one for this series is love yourself or love others? Si Mr. Pure na ulit, di ba? Sige, go. Mr. Pure.
Ay, wait. Tama ba?
Shanks. Sorry, Shanks.
Thanks.
Go.
Love myself or love others?
Yep.
I think it's gonna be love others. It's just my personality, so I'm just being honest. And my personality kasi is I'm more focused, or I'm more empathizing the feelings of the other person than to myself. Kasi I feel the love for myself whenever I make the other person feel that they're loved.
Oh.
So pag na-feel nila na love ko sila, that's where I feel na I love myself also.
Hey.
So that's
Napaka-altruistic ni Shanks.
Very nice. Uy, Shanks, i-chat kita mamaya, ha? Usap tayo.
Hi!
Kalma tayo. Ayan.
As friends. Ayan. Thank you, Shanks. How about Mr. Pugh?
I would choose love yourself kasi for you to be able to also reciprocate yung love dun sa ibang tao, you have to know how to love yourself first. Kasi also at the same time, you would attract the right person if you love yourself. If you would be looking for someone that would love you, I think that would really mess up the relationship from the very first. So, ayun.
Mahal ko o mahal ako, ganun.
Nice.
Love it.
All right. Well, self-love is definitely something that we all need, right? Especially these days.
Right.
But then, of course, I think love takes all different forms, and we all have a different way of expressing it. So, individuality. Thank you. Apple?
Yes.
Just for me, it's love yourself. Because my main philosophy is how can you give something that you don't have? So that's pretty much my answer.
Alam mo,
Alright.
Apple, yung mga sagutan na ganyan, pang Miss Universe talaga yan eh. Pwede kang pinipinit.
Ito na.
Hindi ko na
Ito na
bahala
naman.
sa'yo. Hindi ko na bahala sa'yo mag-training.
Simple.
Because
Yes,
you're saying that, I'm now wondering, Apple, how tall are you?
Yeah.
I'm 5'5", 1.
Okay.
Yeah. 5'5".
Ayun, mag-usap tayo, Apple.
Pwede
Papasok
na.
Universe.
Nico. Pwede na.
Universe. Sure.
Ako din.
Anyway,
Wag
go,
na, Gwen.
Mikey, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So thank you for answering that, guys. The next question is coming from Gwen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yan, si
Okay.
Gwen.
So this is the last question coming from us, and
Yes.
we have another question later on. But for us, this is the fourth question, basically. Complete this sentence tayo ngayon. Complete this sentence. The one thing I would never do for love is. Okay, so the one thing I would never do for love is. Then.
So the one thing that I would never do. Nakisali.
Thank you
Gawin
so
rin ba
much for
tayo?
the wonderful question.
No, the one thing I would never do with love, when?
For love.
For love.
Yeah, for love.
With the love.
With
Mali.
Ano ang isang bagay na hindi mo gagawin sa ngalan ng pag-ibig?
Ay,
Correct.
galing mo talaga.
Thank you very
Thank you for
much.
that translation.
Yeah. So I guess this goes to Mr. Pure Muna, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, Mr. Pure, what's your answer?
Hirap ah. Siguro, the thing that I would never do for love is hurt someone else. Kasi minsan, if you love other things, you end up hurting someone else. So you have to be very cautious on knowing what you do for love. Kasi there's a thin line na kailangan mo sigurong malaman na kung love na ba talaga or selfish reasons na siya. So, ayan.
I love it.
And fair. Bilis ng utak ha.
Kinilig ako.
Talaga? Oh, ikaw na mag-search.
Okay.
Si Shanks
So,
daw.
This time naman, yes, Shanks. Ano naman ang sagot?
Ayun. The one thing that I would never do for the one thing or isang bagay na hindi ko gagawin sa ngalan ng pag-ibig is hindi agad pagsuko. Kasi for me it's not a promise that I cannot hurt the person na I'm loving, pero the one thing that I'm sure is I will give everything that it takes and will fight for everything na kailangan ipaglaban and would not give up that easily for love.
Yeah.
Ayun, yun yung answer ko.
I love
ang hirap.
it.
Ang
I'm so enjoying
hirap.
this session.
Ang
This
galing
is
nila
so
sumagot.
crazy.
Nakakainis.
Parang tayo yung affected, no? Tayo yung affected.
Affected ako.
Tayo yung
Affected ako.
casualties dito eh. Tayo yung casualties dito.
Tayo yung street food casualty dito.
Sorry na.
Love you. Ayan, si Apple naman.
Go.
Yes.
Go.
The one thing that I would never do for love is lose myself. Yan.
Oh.
Maybe because
Oo nga naman. Wala namang why.
Because.
Okay, so,
Because.
please sabihin mo. Kasi it's parang all my life I've worked so hard to be the person I am now, and if that specific concept of love is something that would destroy kung ano yung what I am today or what I will potentially become, then I don't think that is a good place or that's love in any way.
Nice.
Ang lalalim ng mga taong to.
Oo nga.
Ba't galing yung mga to, Ben? Ba't ganun yung mga
Ben?
friends natin?
Completely agree with
Mga masteral ba to? PhD?
Oo, no? Ano ka ba? Galing sa high gardens of
society.
Bridgerton. Yes.
From the
Oh my
ton.
God.
Babylon. Chart.
Mga ton.
I love
Sarap.
it. Yes.
Ang almusal niyan, filet mignon. Yan.
Wow.
Whoa!
Saan galing yun? Ayan,
Cordon
okay.
bleu. Chart. Ganon.
Beef
Ayan.
Wellington.
Uy, ang ganda ng mga sagot nila, no?
Yes,
And
ang galing.
ating mga viewers, Kung meron kayong mga tanong para sa ating guest, please type them in the chat box and we'll see if we can ask our three guests here ng inyong mga questions. We have how many viewers we have, Nico?
13,000
Wow, we
watching
have
both
13,000
on
viewers.
YouTube and Facebook. Yay!
Thank you very much,
Right.
guys.
Wait, pero
So,
just to mention it from the comments, may mga nagsasabi na talaga. Like, si DR yata, ay si Darwin, sabi, Mr. Pure, usap tayo after. Charot.
Yeah.
So may mga favorites na sila. Ano ba yun?
Oo nga. May nag-PPM din sa akin sino daw si Shanks. Ayan.
Yan, grabe.
Baka daw
Pilihan
pwede.
talaga, no?
Oo.
Ayaw magpakilala.
Ayaw mag-comment.
Ako talaga yung nag-PPM na yon.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think we're ready also to meet in yung hindi pa ba?
May tanong pa.
May
the
tanong
mother. The
Meron
mother
pa
of
ba? Meron
Apple.
pa pala.
Yes. Apple asked
To meet the mom of Apple. Oh, I love the mom of Apple, ha.
Hala!
Tita,
So, andito na po si si Mami Yolanda, papasok na po natin, no?
Hindi talaga Yolanda.
joke lang.
Is Tita watching?
No, ang awkward eh.
Actually, sinend ko yung link sa kanya.
Wait. If you guys are okay with it, I have a question from Facebook.
Yes.
Go.
Okay. So who was the one that answered first kanina? The last question.
Mr. Pure answered.
Mr. Pure.
Mr. Pure. Okay. So si Chance muna. How do you differentiate date from dating?
From Fred.
Date. Wala, hindi ko masagot to.
Hi, Fred. Operario.
How do I can differentiate date from dating? Siguro, when it comes to wording, siguro when we say date, parang it's just an idea. So parang idea lang siya. It's just an existing idea. So you can imagine kung anong gusto mong date, ganyan, or what's your ideal date. Pero when you say dating, that's where the action starts. Kasi you're in the moment. You're in the moment. You're on the spot, or you're on the kasi yung light. So I think that's the difference about date and dating. So it's just an idea for dating, and it's the action for dating.
Nice.
Okay, that's for me.
Like that.
Oh,
Semantics. Cool.
thank you.
Mr. Pure?
Yeah, I mean, for me, dating, when you say dating, that's plural. So, I mean, you're casually dating a lot of people, which is personally, kaya nahirapan ako i-differentiate kasi wala yan sa vocabulary namin, iba yung dating. Date lang talaga. So, ang hirap ng mga questions yun, kaya sorry, hindi ko talaga ma-differentiate. Date lang ang alam ko date lang. One at a time lang, one at a time.
Nice.
Okay.
Straightforward.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
So si Apple naman.
A date is noun. It's
Love it.
I love it.
No, it's the event itself. I think dating is more of when you're starting to cultivate a relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic to some extent, but it's a relationship between you and another person.
Nice.
That's how I see it.
I like it.
Yeah, there you have it, Fred.
Sagutin din natin yung tanong na to, Fred.
Oo.
May sagot din ako dyan.
Sige.
Okay.
Sasagutin na natin? Okay.
Sagutin natin.
Ako hindi na, kayo na lang.
Kasama ka. Ang date para sa akin, ang date sa akin ay February 11 to 2021. Yung pangalawa, kunwari si Mike, ang strong, di ba? Ang strong ng
dating.
Dating, yan. Yun.
Nico.
Sige na. Ano next
Akala ko
question?
seryoso. Sandali, papatulan ko yan.
Go. Sige, go.
Sige, mabilis. For me, just like they said, no, parang a date is one event. And then dating is when you are continuously seeing this person. So you're getting to know them more. Diba? So parang from that one event, parang naging a sequence of
Exactly.
events na siya. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Sure.
Thank you. Goodbye. Sure.
Love it.
Bye.
We have
Uy,
another question from Facebook from Sarmi
yes.
Moran. I love this
I
one.
like this
So,
one.
so for Apple, Shanks, and Mr. Pure, there is what we call a love language, diba? Our love language, or it's in layman's term, it's how we express ourselves, in terms of love, both in the receiving end and sa giving end. So, how would you like to ask this, Mike, Gwen? Giving end muna or receiving end? Or both?
I guess receiving muna and then giving.
Receiving. So, ano ba yung mga choices nila? Maybe we can quickly
Yes,
explain.
you're right. So we're talking about the five love languages. We have wala na blanco. Acts of service, acts
Uh,
of service.
Serbisyong totoo.
And then we also have touch, physical touch. And then
Hawak na
another
totoo.
would be quality time,
Oras na totoo.
gifts,
Regalong totoo. Or material.
Ambento ka.
yes, and
Tinatagalog.
words of
Affirmation.
affirmation.
I put it in the
Words of-
chat so you
words of
can flash it.
inspiration. Eme.
Salita.
Flash it.
Okay.
Ayun na.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Ang bilis. Sabay kayo
So,
nag-type.
yung-
Ayan.
ano ulit yung question? The question is,
So,
what's
what's your love
preferred-
language?
what's your love language?
In terms of the receiving end.
Receiving
Ayan. So,
muna.
yung,
What do you
ano lang to
prefer?
ha, no pressure to, nothing scientific, yung feel nyo lang muna. So, yun yung mga tingin nyo, ano yung pinakagusto nyong...
Sorry. Ang question talaga, ang question talaga, what's your favorite color?
Nakakainis.
Oh, kayo na bahala sa shade. Kayo na bahala sa
So,
shade.
receiving muna and then yung
Ito,
giving.
ito talaga yung
Your
question.
tendency to give. Oo.
What's your love language? Sana match daw. Okay. Alright. Ayun na yung choices
Quality
na.
acts of
So,
service.
sino unang...
gifts,
Oo.
or receiving end. Yung gusto mong natatanggap, yung na-enjoy mo pag nare-receive
Madadetect mo na
from
mahal
the
ka.
other person. Yes.
Yes.
Kasi ako talaga, hindi, joke lang. Ayan, sige. So, unahin natin. Sino ba una?
Mr. Pure?
Mr. Pure.
Time. For me.
Receiving.
Quality time.
Time. Receiving time. Yeah.
Okay.
How about yung giving?
Same actually. Time. So I do believe na kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na I do to other people kung ano yung gustong gawin niya rin sa akin. So I think yung time is yung what is meron tayong lahat, which is 24 hours. So if you give us a portion of your time a day, so it's really important for the person. So yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. And then we go to Shank.
Thanks.
Receiving and
Giving.
Ayan. When it comes to receiving, actually, ilang beses ko na ito na-answer. And I will really stand to it. So, sa receiving end, I would pick physical touch. Kasi yan talaga yung love language ko. Kasi for me, when it comes to physical touch, it's actually a branch of quality time. Kasi, syempre, you cannot touch, not totally touch in a sexual way, pero, di ba, you cannot,
hold hands.
yes,
Yeah,
you cannot
pat on the
proceed
back.
with physical touch kung hindi naman kayo magkasama. So, basically, you're having quality time with physical touch. And on my giving end naman, I would love serving. So, it's basically acts of service. Kasi, I really love serving people. And syempre, if it's my partner, why would I hesitate? Serve everything that I can serve.
True.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ito na natin yung mga personalities, no? Kahit pa paano.
Right. No? Pero pwede ipagsama yung yung acts of service and physical touch. Paano?
Mamasahiin mo siya, gano'n.
Very good. Yung paa, mamasahiin.
Gusto ko yun.
Gusto ko. Pupunta nga bukas.
Correct. Okay,
Okay.
go. Yun lang. Gusto ko lang kumuda. Mature.
Eme.
Apple naman.
Yes.
What's your love language, Apple?
Sa receiving or giving muna. Giving muna.
Oh, giving.
Sa giving, it's quality time and gifts.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Hindi mo kaya explain, no? Okay.
Yeah.
And then sa receiving, it's acts of service and quality time.
Nice. Oh, massage.
Love
Nice.
it.
Interesting.
Wada.
Acts of service, quality time.
Yeah.
Receiving. Yes.
Ooh,
Thank you for that
interesting.
question.
Interesting. Sana meron tayong future eye para makita natin ano mangyayari in the future.
Oo.
Yeah. But
Ano
of
daw?
course,
Actually, yung mga bahay nila, pina-install na po natin ng mga camera, CCTV.
So,
Para malaman natin,
oh, ito na po ang
Parang-
susunod na Pinoy Big
Mm.
Brother.
Correct.
Oo.
So, nag-level up na po ang Thirst Detox noon. Kaka-install lang actually Apple sa
Opo.
bahay mo. Tsaka, Mr. Pio, tsaka Shanks, ayun na, papalagay na namin bukas dyan
Opo.
yung mga CCTV na yan.
Oo. Yun nga lang walang connection,
Monitor na
ano?
kami.
At dahil
Walang
sumali kayo
internet
dito,
connection.
ibig sabihin ay tinatanggap nyo ang hamon
Correct.
at pumirma kayo sa Data Privacy Act.
Correct. May memorandum of agreement na tayong nagawa doon, no? So, ayan. Okay, sige.
Kala ko sasabihin mo may Miranda rights kayo doon. Okay.
Yes!
So now,
I guess we've gotten the chance to know our guests in a deeper sense, kahit papano, kahit di pa natin sila nakakasama physically, but I just want to say thank you again to
Yes.
Mr. Pure and Shanks and Apple.
Yes.
Before we do the face reveal, syempre, magfe-face reveal si Mr. Pure at si Shanks, no? I'd like to ask Apple how you are at the moment. How are you feeling right now, Apple?
It's fun, exciting. I mean, it's a good experience. I haven't done this before, so it's really nice to spend your time with these kinds of environment. So
Yes.
Hey.
is there a
Pleasure having
question?
you also.
Oh.
Right. Is there a question that you would like to throw? To
Exactly.
the both of them?
Exactly.
Yes. Go.
Meron ka bang gustong tanungin kay Mr. Pure at saka kay Shanks?
True. What is the square root of 49? No.
Pi.
Sige. How would you describe your relationship with yourself in one word?
Yes.
I love it.
I would say, joke lang. So, unahin natin.
Paano ko nga ba sasabihin?
Sino ba muna? Si Gwen muna, no? Hindi, joke lang. Sino na?
So, I think
Shanks. Yeah, go.
Shanks, how would you describe your relationship with yourself in one word?
Adventurous. I would pick adventurous.
Adventurous. Love it.
Yes.
Okay.
One word lang, di ba? Di naman kailangan i-explain.
yes,
Oo.
yes.
Wag na. Okay na yan.
Bakit?
Let the adventure unfold. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Pure.
Dapat i-qualify natin yun. Iba ang adventurous sa experimental, ha?
Oo nga, iba yun.
Iba yun. Diba? Apple, tama ba? Ibang adventurous.
Diba?
Ang experimental.
Wait lang. Oo nga.
Yes, ano yun?
Wala.
Sige. Go! Sino next? Mr.
Si
Pure.
Mr. Pure, naka-on na siya ng mic kasi kanina.
Growth.
Bro.
Oh. Nice.
Love it. So what is the square growth of?
Kainis. Mali mo may sagot sila dyan. Square growth.
Adventure and growth.
Yeah.
Adventurous.
Adventurous and growthous. Joke. And growth.
Ikaw, Apple, would you like to share your word?
Wala akong growth. Yes, Apple,
Sorry,
would you like to?
My relationship with myself.
Yes.
It's strong. I have a strong relationship with myself
Strong.
in
Nice.
yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
So I
I
said
love
in the chat,
it.
mine is unpredictable because I never know. It changes day to day.
Oo nga, sagutin natin yon. Gusto ko. Oh, Nico.
Or wait, no, wait. Since I said it changes day to day, siguro ano na lang, mercurial.
Wow!
Ay, pak.
Ikaw na.
Sorry na.
Okay.
Mine is Jupiterial.
Ako, meron ako
Oh
sagot.
my gosh.
Ano?
Ano?
Uranus. Charot
Yes!
Wow!
Guys,
Okay.
it's not yet kalat hours.
Kainit.
Mine is
Totoo.
7-Eleven nyo. Katabi ng Mercurial.
Kainit. 7-Eleven nyo.
Go ahead, ikaw.
Ayun.
Ay, seryoso sagot ko. What is, how would I describe my relationship with myself in one word? I would say kind, because I'm always very kind to myself. And
Good job.
hindi, wala na palang explanation. Kind. That's it. Thank you.
Nice.
Nico, ikaw.
Yay!
Okay. Ako, mag-agree ako with Apple. I have a strong relationship with myself. And I have no...
That you do.
Walang because. Chart. Yes.
Unapologetic.
Yes. Very much.
Kuya
Alrighty.
Piro.
Oh, sige, next na.
Oh, I can't explain.
Ano?
But I have an existing. Ako existing. I have an existing
Existing.
relationship.
I love it. Any word
Um,
naman, di ba?
Okay.
Very smart.
Parang gusto ko yung pa-expound, pero sige.
Oh, ibig sabihin niya nauubos na ako. Alam niyo na. Yan yung mga kayos na
Sige,
nauubos.
game na.
Okay. Alright. I think, yes, Gwen. Take it away.
No, I just wanted to, again, say thank you to our guests for joining this event. It's really such a pleasure. I can't emphasize it enough. I really enjoyed. I learned a lot from you guys too. And it was so much fun for me. Ako lang talaga enjoy, no? So, really thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. So we hope that you enjoyed as much as we did. So yeah, and thank you also for tuning in the Thursday Talks, and feel free to join us again in our next session. Yan, di ba? Excited na ako to reveal our two gentlemen this evening.
Wait lang. Before tayo mag-reveal, Apple, Shanks, and Mr. P, I hope nag-enjoy kayo dito. Hindi kayo na-stress or anything.
Oo nga.
Absolutely.
Ano nag-enjoy kayo?
Ang saya. Finish my first time. Sobrang...
Oh.
Wait. I have a question nga pala. So, are we gonna let Apple choose one? At least.
Hindi na siguro.
Hindi na? Okay.
I don't
In private na lang amongst themselves.
So, bahala na.
PM mo na lang. Apple PM mo na. Sa atin na lang.
Okay, sige.
Ayan. So, how do we go about this setup?
I just wanna say this, Mikey, hindi ko alam ha. Parang familiar si Apple. Parang nakita ko na siya somewhere sa isang series. Hindi ko alam kung ano talaga.
Have you appeared on TV
Familiar
show or
talaga.
something?
Sa Showtime nga. Sa Showtime.
No. I haven't been on
Not at all. Okay.
Not even
No, wait. She looks like
Diba? Meron eh.
Mikael Diaz's wife.
Who?
What's her name?
Si Meganon.
Megan Young.
Yeah, Megan
Megan.
Young.
Yeah.
Oh my God, grabe ko!
Miss World 2013. Tama ba? Yeah.
That's why you're associating her with Miss
I've been
Universe,
thinking.
the Miss World pageantry.
Yeah.
Ganda.
Yes.
Ang
Yes,
tanong,
right.
ang makukuha ba ni Apple ay isang Mikael Daez? Tignan natin.
Ay! Okay.
Oh my God.
So, ganito gagawin natin at the count. So, tayong apat,
Sabay
mag-count
bang-
tayo.
Sige, okay.
So tayong sabay-sabay tayong lalabas.
Good luck naman. Good
Hi,
luck kung
guys.
makapag-count tayo ng sabay-sabay, di ba? So, sige, I'm gonna count to 3.
Oy, wait lang. Before
Oh.
that, for all our 20,000, for all our 19,000 viewers out there, please share this video and live para malaman na natin ang reveal. Yan. Parang let's share the love to everybody. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
come on,
Can we
guys.
be
You're
in
the
the
love.
ano? Can we be in the back room and then just them when they do the
Sige,
reveal?
pwede.
Pwede
Sige,
ba yun?
pag-reveal. Okay, pwede.
Hey, TJ Gonzalez in
Yeah,
Facebook also
TJ
said
says
Megan
Megan
Young.
Young. Yes, di ba?
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Hala, kinakabahan ako. Ayan.
Ako
Ayan.
rin.
Okay.
Bakit
So,
ikaw?
hindi ko alam. So, I'm gonna count to three.
Parang
I'm gonna
coronation.
count to three, and then Shanks and Mr. Pure will finally turn their cameras on.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Wait, lalabas ba
maybe
talaga tayo? Sa room?
Oh,
mamaya
sige.
na.
Hindi, charot lang yun. Eme lang.
Eme lang.
Okay.
Okay. Ayan. So, I'm gonna count to three, and then Shanks and Mr.
Sound
Pure gonna
effects
turn
mo.
on their camera and
May
say hi.
kinakabahan ako.
Say hi to Apple, maybe.
Mag-sound
Okay.
effects ka nito, ha?
Ready?
Because...
Gwen, ready ka na?
Sure.
Oh my God, kailangan ko ng water. Di joke lang. Yes, I'm very ready to meet our guests.
Kinakabahan ako.
Yeah.
Pinaunlakan tayo ngayong gabi.
I'm so
Let's
ready.
meet them.
Mike is ready. Nico, are you ready?
No, I'm not yet ready. Sure lang. No, ready.
Okay, let's wait until you're ready. Okay. Apple, are you ready, Apple?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay.
that's good. And I guess yung mga viewers natin are also ready to see Shanks and Mr. Pure. So,
Oh.
here we go. At the count of three, we are going to see Shanks and Mr. Pure. In 3, 2, 1.
Ba't ganun yung music? Oh! Hey!
Oh my God! Totoo ba yan?
Hi! Guys, thank you for doing this.
Nice to meet you guys. Yes, thank you so much for doing this with us and for being a really good sport. And we hope that you really had fun as much as we did with you guys tonight. You really made us happy. Thank you, all three of you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also,
And
thank
any
you for
words
being,
you would like to say, guys?
Yes.
Now that your faces can be seen, any message that you'd like to say, maybe to audience or everybody watching, or maybe to Apple?
Go, Rocky.
And let's start with Mr. Pure, I guess.
Siguro next time dalian yung questions, ang hirap.
Sorry naman.
Wala, kasi biglaan si Ben eh, tapos biglaan din yung mga questions, hindi ako nakapag-ready.
Right,
pero
but
kudos.
you did great.
Yeah, kudos guys. I've been watching your series for a couple of months
Thank
already
you.
since the start.
Thank you.
Yeah, so parang it's an extension of Friday na eh. Parang thank God it's Thursday kasi we got to see you. Thank you for your time and everything. Yeah.
We thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you too.
Next time ulit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next time, any one of them can join us for a chat lang.
Yes, absolutely.
True.
That's a great idea. No, I was just wondering, now that they've revealed their faces, would it be possible for them to reveal their names, kahit nicknames man lang?
Nickname.
Kayo message muna ni Shanks if bago natin.
Ay, sige, later na. O sige. Oh my God. Okay, Shanks, thank you also. Any message?
So yun, first of all, thank you guys for inviting me, and thank you Ben for inviting me to this kind of virtual event. Actually, this is just my first. And to our viewers, so thank you din sa pag-spend ng time and for supporting Thirst Detox, tama ba? So thank you for supporting.
Thank you.
Ayun. And it's very, very nice to meet you guys, especially Apple.
Yes. Likewise.
Thank you.
Ayan.
Alam nyo kayong tatlo, Shanks, Apple, and then Pure, just Mr. Pure. Ang ganda nyo tignan sa sa video or sa live. Ang ganda ng rehistro sa camera. Pwede na kayo mag-argue.
Papasikatin kayo ni Nico.
Ako po si Tito Boy.
Improv.
Yes. Apple, anything you'd like to say, maybe to our viewers or to our two gentlemen? Anything you'd like to share?
Yes, so thank you for being game then. I think we're all on the same boat. So pardon. I mean it's super fun. Thanks for having me as well. And then Benok. This is all on you. Thank you so much. I mean it's really fun. Oh, and thanks you also. I'm pleased to meet you, Gwen, Mikey, and Nico, and of course our bachelors. Kumbaga,
Yeah.
separate.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, guys, that our audience really enjoyed all the three of you, no, and the conversations that we had this evening. Mukhang
True.
nag-enjoy yung ating 13,000.
Gwen, yung ang gagwapo nila. Gusto kong ilagay ang sarili ko sa gitna. Wait lang, lagay ko sarili ko. Yan.
Umiksena.
Thank you guys for watching the
Nico,
live.
Nico,
I'm
any
so happy.
message?
Nico, you know what would be even funnier? If you kick
What?
all of us out and it's just the three of you in the panel.
Senador.
Wait, but I think we should take a, before I forget, I just want to mention we should take a photo, all
Yes.
7 of us. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Benok.
Oo nga, selfie tayo. Sige, I'll take the photo.
Ano na ba? Okay. Pero
Ngayon
naman
na ba?
mamaya. Pero
Yes.
mamaya.
Sige.
Ano? Kailan?
Yay!
No na.
Okay, no na. Okay, so
Sige, sige.
everyone, smile.
Ako lang nakaano.
Alright.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Ayan.
much in advance. Happy Valentine's to you three and advance Chinese New Year na din. Kung Hei Fachoy, and we hope you had fun and we hope you have a great Valentine's Day this weekend.
Yes. And bago tayo magpaalam ng officially, no, I'd like to ask Shanks and Mr. Pure kung papaunlakan nyo ba ang katanungan ni Gwen. Are you going to reveal your names to our audience and of course to Apple?
Name, yes.
Social media.
Address. May nagtatanong nga ng address sa comment section.
Address, si Miss Rocky.
May followers na kayo.
Address, papadala daw ng isaw.
Or Pinolang Betamax.
Mag-sponsor daw ng fine dining.
Would you like to...
Wait lang, gusto ko patuloy talaga yung question nila. Eksena mo na ako kasi si Apple talaga yung reyna dito. No? Kung si Nico daw pipili, sino pipiliin niya? Ay, pipiliin ko pareho. Pero depende sa sa panahon or sa oras.
Ay, diba? Kasi magkakaiba sila ng preference. Similarities and differences.
Kunwari, umaga si Shanks, tapos sa gabi si Mr. Pure.
May gano.
Tapos, lalamierda kami ni Apple, pupunta kami ng gay bar. Char lang. Ayan, go! Go lang.
Uy, sali mo naman kami doon sa gay bar.
Oo naman, kasama kayo doon.
Mag-over tayo.
Hindi ko kayo naya. Ayan, saya.
Okay.
So Shanks, Mr. Pure, would you like to share with Apple your name or would you like to maintain your animosity ba yun? Tama ba?
Anonymity,
Anonymity?
Ayaw
nyo ba? Gusto.
Basta may Amityville. Ganon.
Moniker. Nickname. It's up to you.
Would you like to reveal your true identity, your name?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Sean. So Sean, so wala akong particular nickname. So yun, Sean. So do I have to give my... So no, I think no lang. So yeah, Sean. My name is...
Nice.
Nice
to meet you,
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Thank you.
Sean, bagay sa kagwapuhan mo talaga. Pang Sean yung pangalan mo talaga. Gusto ko lang magsalita.
Actually, yung name ko Nicolas. So medyo malapit sa Nico.
Tatabi na kita sa sarili ko. Char lang.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day. Mr. Pure naman.
Yeah, my name is Anthony Christian or nickname is AC.
Okay.
Parang rapper lang. Marunong ka pa mag-rap?
AC.
Walang talent eh. Magmahal lang talent namin.
Yeah!
Wow!
Okay ba, Ben?
I love it. Thank you again. Thank you, Sean, AC, and Apple. Yan, sa pagkakaunla sa aming imbitasyon. So, again, this is Thursday Talks LoveStream, And this is the first time that we did something like this, and we are very happy and we are very thankful to our three guests. Actually,
Yes.
si Mr. Pure tuloy, si AC ngayon ko lang siya sinabihan, as in minutes before the show.
Thank you
Grabe.
naman.
Uy, thank you, ha.
Yes. Salamat, ha.
Si
Galing.
Sean
Game
din,
na
in
game.
spite of his busy schedule, nagpa-unlock siya. Ayan. Maraming mga guesting
Thank
yun.
you.
At
Thank
syempre,
you.
Apple, of
Bye.
course, I know Apple has been busy with her work, di ba? And
Oy.
her fur child, yan. Her fur child talaga. Ayan. Busy sa pag-aalaga. At
Oy.
maraming salamat, Apple, for taking the time to be with us tonight.
Thank you.
And if there is anything no na you guys would need from the four of us, feel free to send us a message
Yes.
and we'll see no kung ano yung magagawa nating apat siya.
Yes. Oy, baka we
Unahan
might
niyo si
have
Nico. Okay.
baka we might have our second version of the blind date, diba?
Exactly. Abangan
Yes.
natin.
Yes, o diba? Lahat na ng spectrum
Yes.
sa ano, sa
Tune in. Oo.
So,
Correct.
bago tayo magpaalam,
Dagula naman.
baka merong gustong batiin ng ating mga guests before we officially
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, yes,
course.
true. Let's start with Apple. Thank you.
Oh, alphabetically.
Shout out.
Ganun.
Oo, if nanonood yung mami ko, hello, baka na-surprise siya. Hindi ko alam.
Yeah, and they can rewatch this video. This is going to be on our page. Yeah.
Oo, tapos hi kay Carney, kay Norris, kay Amy. Mga friends ko, ayan, nanonood sila.
Oh,
Share.
hi guys. Thank you for supporting.
Yes, thanks for
Yes.
tuning in.
For sure, will stay tuned sa future episodes nyo. This has been super fun.
Thank you,
Yes,
Apple.
same.
Salamat.
Fun, would you like to greet or thank someone?
And shout out kay Mama. Ma, nasa TV na po ako.
Gusto ko yan.
Busy si Mama. So, I just wanna greet our team. So, our team with my work. Hindi ko na sila isa-isahin kasi masyado sila madami. Pero I would like to greet my friends, John, Brandon, Troy, and Jason. So, yun. Shout out sa inyo dyan,
Hi,
guys.
Yes. Hi, Jason. Pwede invite si Jason. Sorry.
For supporting your
Joke lang.
friend.
Hey guys, thank you so
Thanks for
much.
watching.
Thank you. And
Hey.
AC, of course.
Friends and better friends, mga workmates hindi they don't probably watch this pero mga workmates from Germany and Australia, kamusta kayo dyan? So,
Nice.
and then Moglaj 89, yan. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright.
Cool.
Thank
Palay
you
natin.
so much.
They come across this video. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thanks to all our viewers who've supported us all the way. And for those who just tuned in this evening, we hope that you enjoyed with us. And don't forget to tune in again next week, Thursday, for another episode for our Love Month, February. So abangan nyo po. We'll be sending
Ano mo nang
you
gagawin
up
natin next week? Para
social media.
papakakapan nila.
Abangan nyo kung ano ang gagawin natin next week. So if we are going to have another one like this, or we are going to invite people naman to share with us a different perspective. Pero definitely, it's all about love once more.
Yes. Ang i-invite daw natin mga senior citizen daw na tumagal na.
Oo,
Why not?
exactly.
Pwede
Why
rin
not?
naman.
Yung mga
Love
So
nagtagal.
just go ahead and watch out in our social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube.
Yes.
So we're going to be posting whatever is going to happen next week. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy long weekend,
Thanks
everybody.
Again.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Remember, love is love, and love wins.
Stay safe.
Happy Valentine's, everybody.
Happy
Use
Valentine's.
alcohol.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's, everyone, and happy